It has been almost 2 months since I last uploaded, and I have avoided making this video because it feels like the longer that I delay making a video, the harder it gets. And I don't know. Maybe it's because I feel like I'm going to get judged or whatever, but fuck it, who cares? I wanted to make this video because in the last 2 months, a lot of stuff has happened. Most of it's been good and feels like a lot of stuff has gone right, but at the same time, there's also a few things that haven't gone as well as I thought. And I don't know. As per the last video I made, which was 2 months ago, I'm still feeling pretty confused. So let's talk about some of the good things. I graduated high school, which was surreal. Like, it still hasn't really set in yet. In 4 or 5 days, our final results come out, and that determines what uni course you can get into and whatever. I'm not really too worried about that. I'm hoping for a good score, which is 90 plus. But yeah, that all went good. All the celebrations that happened as well, all the traditions we do as a year level, that was all really fun. Had a awesome last couple weeks with my friends and just hanging out at school, saying goodbye to teachers and shit. It was lots of fun, but it never really set in. There was never that moment where I was like, holy shit, it just kind of didn't ever feel real. And it still doesn't. I still don't quite feel like I'm done. School's done. Anyway, after that, there was schoolies, which was a whole lot of fun. And it's kind of like levers or whatever other countries call it. But we just went down south to this beach, a little beach town, and just camped out with all the other year 12s for 3 nights. Had a lot of fun there. That was good. Spent some quality time with close friends. Did a lot of drinking and whatever. But a couple of days before that, I had my 18th. I turned 18, and that was weird. I can now legally drink and do all the shit 18-year-olds can do, and I don't know, it doesn't feel like a lot's changed. I still feel 17. I still feel like a kid. I don't feel like I've suddenly just grown up or anything massive has changed other than I can just gamble and buy alcohol. And yeah, I don't really know what more to say about that, but yeah, that's kind of the good things that have happened. I had a birthday party which went well. So I've spent some good time with friends. I've had lots of time off to relax and just chill out, but that has been a blessing and a curse. I don't think I've spent my time in the best way possible. Soccer did start up again recently, and I have been going to trainings, doing okay there, but in my other spare time when I'm not around friends or on the weekends, I'm talking about midweek when I don't have a lot to do, I've been spending it pretty poorly. And I always said once I graduate, once school is done, then I can start working on the YouTube channel. I can start working on a business. I can do all this cool shit and make lots of money and be really successful. But that's just not what's happened at all. I've spent most of my time just not doing anything, just sitting on the couch, sitting in bed, watching YouTube, pretty much going back to my old ways of just being lazy. And it's made me think about what kind of person I am, because I always tell myself I'm ambitious and I'm driven and I'm motivated to get shit done and I'm intelligent or whatever, all this stuff I kind of play in my head. But then when it comes down to it, when I've got a second to spare, I'm straight onto YouTube, straight onto Netflix. What's the new show I can binge watch, or what YouTube channels have uploaded recently, so I can just sit there for hours and not do anything. The actions that I take when I'm by myself, it's the law of least resistance. I do whatever is easiest. And in terms of spending my spare time, I'm still I've kept in reasonably decent shape. I've been training quite hard when I'm at training. I actually recently got an opportunity. I spoke about this in one of the training videos I did, but I got an opportunity to play in like a trial match with the first team, which was a goal of mine for this preseason, was to try and break into the first team. So we're on the right track there. But in terms of the YouTube channel, the YouTube channel is probably the best example. I've just neglected it. I haven't put the effort in like I said I would when school's done. And that's been quite a eye-opening experience to see myself go, because I'm not unconsciously doing this shit. I'm aware that I'm not doing what I want to be doing, but I still go you know what, it's just easier to sit in bed and watch YouTube, or I'll just watch a couple more videos. I'll just scroll a little bit longer. I'm consciously making that decision, and it kind of scares me, because I have this reoccurring thought of what if I never stop? What if I'm just constantly like this all the time? I just never stop watching YouTube videos, or I use all my spare time up doing shit that doesn't matter. And I know it's so cliche, but I think it's important to remember, you're not gonna start later. You're not gonna do that. You're not gonna become that person further down the line. You've got to do it now, because that's the only time that matters. If you're not doing it now, you're not going to do it in a day or 2 days or whatever. You've got to put a limit on the shit that you end up wasting your time on. These last 3 or 4 weeks, I've spent hundreds of hours just binge watching stuff, scrolling on Netflix, staying up late watching TV series. It's just not the kind of person I want to be. And now that before, my parents wouldn't let it happen, because I was at school and I had to get up the next morning and do something productive, and they would get pissed off if I was just doing nothing. But now they don't really care. And now that I'm 18, it is my responsibility to get myself out of that. And before, I used to have that kind of, not social pressure, but I just had shit to do that meant I couldn't stay up late every night. And I still did every once in a while, but I knew that I had to wake up and go to school the next morning. But now I can stay up late without any consequences. And it's scary, because that means that's what could happen for the rest of my life if I let it happen. And I'm sure everyone that's watching, if you've graduated and you've had this freedom, you probably feel the same way. It's a exciting but scary thing to be in control of that shit. And I don't know, maybe I'm going too deep here, but yeah, I need to figure out a way to get back on track and give myself those requirements. That means, hey, you got to go to bed now, or you got to wake up at this time so that you can get this shit done. Because I really enjoy making videos. I really enjoy pushing myself in different aspects of life. But apparently, when it comes down to it and there's no resistance, I just flop around all day. So, yeah. I don't really know what else to say. Hopefully I'm going to stick to making more YouTube videos. I've got lots of stuff I want to talk about, lots of things I want to document. And yeah, I'm back, baby.